Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for the month of November 2018. And this is for you coming from Virgo. So let me pull this card now. And this first card is to talk about your first 15 days in November. And I'm going to talk about your romance possibilities. It's a card of Mars, which means that there's too much aggression in the first 15 days of November where your romance is concerned. So if you find a romance in the first 15 days, it's going to be somebody very angry and aggressive. And you'll need to find out why. So don't get too quickly involved. Find out, spend a bit of time in the first 15 days to see how long this anger is going to be about, because it's going to affect you definitely in not a good way. If you have an ongoing romance, you'll find that your ongoing romance showing anger, aggressiveness, and so you need to find out why. So the last thing you want is to add more anger by getting into an argument, using words which are sharp. So take the soft approach in the first 15 days if you value your romance. That way you will control it. You will not allow it to get furtherly bad. Now I'm going to pull a card now about your marriage to talk to you about your first 15 days. How is it going to be? Well, it's a card of the black moon, and I never like these cards. So it says that there's depression, there's unhappiness, there's gloominess in the first 15 days where your marriage is concerned. Is it from a fight? Is it from aggressiveness? But this card also shows something good. It says there's something unexpected that might happen in the first 15 days to make you very lucky as well. So your temperament is something to be careful about, and be prepared to get some good news about how that your area of romance can be improved a lot in this first 15 days of November. So the romance area is going to be extremely touchy. And I'm going to use this card to talk to you about marriage as well, I think, yes. And so this card also says that the first 15 days there will be gloominess and frustration in your marriage. And so you have to definitely work very hard. If it's you who is being very gloomy and frustrated, try not to let it go over other people like your marriage partner or your romance partner. So try to control and find out why, and try to improve this gloominess that you have. Maybe it's from your work. So something of your gloominess or from your partner's gloominess is going to make your romance and marriage area to be not very good. Let's see what's happening to your family, which includes children and your siblings as well, for your first 15 days. Well, it's a card which I call the card of short-circuitedness. Everything is short-circuited. Communications are short-circuited. And also all plans are short-circuited in the first 15 days. So that could be why the romance or the marriage or the siblings, your brothers, sisters or your parents, something is not working out. So there's no continuity. So try not to expose yourself to risk, because if things are going to get short-circuited, whatever you start cannot finish. Halfway is a waste of time. Whatever you say, if it's short-circuited, there's no somehow conclusion. So be careful what you say, be careful what you do in the first 15 days. This applies to your whole family area, brothers, sisters, parents, even children, and of course to your romance partner or to your marriage partner. Now I'm going to talk to you about your last 15 days of November. Let me pull a card. You coming from Virgo. Much better card, I have to say, but it says there's some deceptiveness. So let's first talk of a new romance partner coming into your life for your last 15 days. The word deception is there, but there is meaningfulness, meaning that you are not being told the entire truth of the circumstances of the person who is going to be your new romance partner. So you have to be careful. You cannot very quickly agree to everything, and to start the romance you need time. Also, there will be some kind of a dominating attitude from this new romance person as well. So the bottom line is, don't grab quickly for what's being offered to you. Take your time in the first 15 days, find out slowly. And one last thing, there's aggressiveness as well seen. Now I'm going to pull a card, talk to you about your ongoing romance partner, the one that's on now. And let's see, you coming from Virgo. It's a card of strength. So I would say that your ongoing romance is strong enough to weather any problems in the first 15 days. But that doesn't mean that you should behave in an uncaring manner. This should be a bonus for you to say, well, I have a strong foundation for a good ongoing romance already, and let me make it even stronger. That would be better. Yes, again, here it shows some aggressive tendencies either from you or your ongoing romance partner may be seen. Well, it's you listening to me, so you have to take the soft approach to keep it going well. Let me pull a card now about your marriage for the last 15 days, for you coming from Virgo. Last 15 days. No good. No good. It says, many differences are seen, so the last thing you want to do is to dominate or be stubborn. And watch out that what has been lurking behind the scenes in a way of a secrecy may also become very difficult for you. So there's a lot going against you in the last 15 days, you coming from Virgo. The only good thing is that support is still there, which means there's no breakup. So with your marriage partner, there will no danger of breakup, support is still there, but unhappiness is seen due to emotional issues of the past. That's how I would place it. So try and settle this as nicely as you can, and you will be able to improve your marriage areas. General family areas, including parents and siblings, let's see for your last 15 days what you should do. Too much of information is bad, it says. So I would rather whatever is happening between you and your marriage partner for the month of November, or between you and your romance partner for the month of November, keep it to yourself. No need to ask for advice from brothers, sisters, relatives, parents, because it's not going to work well for you, it says. So keep things to yourself and work it out by yourself. Now I'm going to talk to you about Virgo, and I'm going to produce a card which will tell me your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S, in the month of November for you coming from Virgo. This is a card of unexpected goodness, so I would say that the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd and the 31st are going to be very, very lucky dates for you for the month of November. Use them for the romance, use them for the marriage, use them to make an extended family like brothers, sisters, parents, children, all very happy. 4th, 13th, 22nd, 31st is going to prove many dividends and may even repair anything that's not well in the area of emotions for you. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages for you coming from Virgo. So let's see the card that I pulled. It's a wonderful card of growth. Shows 3 signs, Mercury, Jupiter and Mars. And so I'll have to, for you coming from Virgo, I'll have to choose for you these ages. The age of 21, if you are the age of 21, or 30, or 39, or 48, or 57, or 66, or 75. You're going to be one very, very lucky person, finding the new romance, getting a wonderful ongoing romance, having a lot of comfort and happiness in family and extended family and in marriage as well. If you're not of these ages, then you'll have to one day see me. I'll do a horoscope for you based on your date of birth and time of birth and looking at your palms. And I'll tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life. We'll talk about that a bit later. Now I'm going to pick up for you your lucky colors for you coming from Virgo for the whole month of November. Is the color yellow? Is the color purple? Is the color purple? I will say that This card shows that the color purple is going to make you very lucky for November. So contact purple a lot, wear plenty of purple if you can, undergarments, top garments, and you will see that the good luck in areas of romance and marriage will be fabulous. And now I'm going to go to find a zodiac sign that might cause you problems. Somebody coming from a zodiac sign you have to be careful about. And looking at the signs on these planets, I'll make it somebody coming from Capricorn. So somebody from Capricorn is going to bring problems to your marriage or to your romance. So you don't want to tell this person from Capricorn too much about yourself. And if your romance, the new romance partner you get is from Capricorn, or if your ongoing romance partner is from Capricorn, tell yourself there's going to be a lot of trouble between the two of you. You won't see eye to eye. So I've told you this now. If you value the romance, the ongoing one, the new one, you'll have to work very hard, bend backwards, be flexible, be supportive. Otherwise, it's going to be a very tough month if you're with somebody from Capricorn. And if your marriage partner happens to be from Capricorn, you have to be very cautious how you deal with this person. Because this person will just see not eye to eye you, and the thinking will be the opposites as well. So somebody from Capricorn is going to produce plenty of problems for you. Now lastly, I'm going to pull a card to talk about your sexual energy forms, to see what this card says for the month of November. Alright, I'm going to divide this card into two. The top part for the first 15 days, and it says you're not going to have a lot of sexual energy because you're not going to be very happy in the first 15 days. The last 15 days, there is a lot of sexual energy. So probably situations are going to improve in the last 15 days between you and your marriage partner or romance partner, because the sexual energy flow is going very nicely. Happiness is there then. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during these 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years or 9 years. Cover all areas of your life, your business, your finances, your job, your area of love, romance, marriage, family, and also your health areas. And I'll do this because I'll base all this information on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And so I'll give you a lot of information. I'll give you your personal lottery numbers, which will be relevant for the rest of your life. I'll give you lucky days, lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky directions, a lot of energy. And all this will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And they'll be relevant for you throughout life, especially more for the next 7 or 8 years. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And we'll get this 90-minute session on so that you'll be able to conquer your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life through the power from universe about colors and gemstones and directions and numbers. All that will be given to you. Until then, thank you and good luck.